Hello and welcomes everyone, AnthWolf here with more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as our Sith Warrior and following the Sith Warrior's class missions and storyline. Where we last left off, we had left the planet, or the moon, sorry, of SWTOR, and after eliminating Darth Barris's agent there, we found out that the Jedi Master Norman Carr was somehow tracking our ship, the Fury. We went to an orbital monitoring station, where we're still outside of actually, and basically dealt with the Republic officers and personnel inside. We actually managed to speak to Norman Carr himself, and we offered a interesting proposal to Darth Barris while we were communicating to him after dealing with the personnel there. And rather than killing Norman Carr's apprentice, perhaps we could introduce her to the dark side and perhaps turn her. But while considering that possibility, Darth Barris still wants us to go to both Tatooine and Alderaan to deal with the Padawan's original master, who was on Tatooine, and we know that the Padawan's family is on Alderaan. So yeah, we're actually going to go to Tatooine now and explore the desert there and see what's going on. So, let's get ourselves underway. Before I begin, actually, I played with my diplomacy once again. And if you see my dark side alignment right now, we're quite close to a tier 3. And obviously where our physical appearance will be affected again if we choose some of the dark side options that become available to us. I think I'll keep doing that because, or rather than, you would get a lot more dark side opportunity if you were doing a lot of the side quests, which we aren't doing, which is why I'm doing it through diplomacy instead. Just so I can do it off camera, basically. I don't have any level 29 mods set up, at least I don't think so. Unless I've sent them to myself via the mail. But we're still a couple of levels off that, and I will do the item modifications off camera anyway. Anyhow, I've talked too much. Let's get ourselves to Tatooine and see what the situation is there. It's in the distant outer rim. And it's this one. Let's get ourselves away. Bye, orbital station. We didn't leave anyone alive there.
The sands of Tatooine await you, apprentice. I've gleaned much since our interrogation of the Republic agent here on Dromund Kaas. I am certain Norman Carr brought this gifted Padawan to Tatooine to train with a legendary master named Yonlock. Years ago, I urged the Dark Council to hunt down and destroy this Jedi. They refused, and Yonlock went into hiding on Tatooine.
He's hiding in the desert. Why does this coward Jedi concern us?
He was the greatest Jedi teacher of his time. The Force remains strong in him. Yonlock is the one who brought the Padawan's powers into expression. Now they share a special bond. Find him and destroy him.
What do you hope to achieve by doing this?
Norman Carr shelters his prize, so we will draw her out by destroying everything she loves. My servant Sharok Biv will guide you. She's eccentric, an acquired taste, but give her the benefit of the doubt.
As you decree, my lord.
That is all.
So, Mr. Sharok Biv. Okay, let's get ourselves down to the planet. Let's have a quick look at my skills, actually. We are level 27. At level 28, we gain a new passive ability. Your bleed effects are 2% more likely to critical hit per stack of Duro form. So a maximum of 10% more crit chance. Okay. We are, through our item modifications, actually boosting our critical chance quite highly. But it's really good to work together, coincide with the annihilation skill tree, since our bleeds require, our bleeds can crit as well. Let's have a sip of Lucozade. while the planet is loading. I'm recording this quite late in the afternoon, which is something I normally loathe to do because the planets can be quite busy. But since we're focusing directly on the class missions anyway, it's not a major concern. We're not having to fight over some of the creatures or NPCs that other players will, because most of the class missions are within like specialized zones for your character, your group individually. If you're in a group, that is. Yeah, everything loading in the background as per the usual. Welcome to Tatooine. Let's summon Vet. No, I want her in my party.
Hey there.
Hey there. Yeah, why not? We'll put you into sniper mode. We equipped you up, didn't we? Oh, we give you a decent jacket and some decent blaster pistols, that's right. What's your health at? Almost as good as Acera's herself, actually. Good. Oh. Hello. You were waiting for us. Let's pop an experience potion.
The harsh sands of Tatooine welcome you. I am Sharak Reeve. Our Lord and Master Darth Barris bid me to impart my knowledge of this planet and help you track down the Jedi Master Yanlock.
I'm glad to have your assistance.
I will be your compass. You will find Master Yanlock by tracing the path the Padawan and her master took. I can tell you where they started. I followed them to the forbidden lair of the ancient sand demon, a terrible beast. The Padawan left her weapons and entered alone. Impossibly, she returned unscathed.
She brought the Force. It is a powerful weapon.
I have witnessed the power of the Force, but this goes beyond wonder. The sand demon is the fiercest creature on this planet. You don't just walk into its lair and return without a scratch. I investigated further. The beast was there, also undamaged. And what's most perplexing? Its skin was glistening.
That is very confusing. Was it bleeding?
Not blood as from a wound. More like the layer of living gel one is born into the world covered in. What happened in that cave is a mystery. As is where the Padawan and her master went afterwards. There is one man on Tatooine who might be able to explain. Jeef. He's as old as the sand. Part madman, part soothsayer.
Tell me more about this man.
They say the planet talks to him. He predicts sandstorms and directs search parties to lost children. It will not be easy to speak with Jeef. The small farming settlement where he lives has been overrun by exchange thugs. The Exchange hates the Empire for running them out of Mos Ela. They will allow me to pass, but they'll attack you on sight.
Thanks for looking out for me.
I'm invested in seeing you succeed, and I will meet you at Jeef's.
So we might need to fight through the exchange. Good warning. Let's have a look at our map. Obviously we start in the area Mos Ela here, which is the Imperial controlled city here on Tatooine. Of course, if you're playing the Republic, you visit Tatooine at about the same point, but of course you start in the city of Anchorhead. You both can visit Jundland or separate pieces of it, and together you will rendezvous in the Dune Sea doing very similar quests for your, obviously, your respective sides. Let's go find this Isabeau Jeef. He is in Mos Ela here.
How's it going, my lord?
Oh, we're just gonna hover in midair, don't mind me. What is this mail? Let's double check. Is it anything of interest? Oh, the remnants of Rafari. You served me well, apprentice. Lord Rafari's dying screams have sent shock waves throughout the Sith Order. His death heralds my mounting influence. I have seized his holdings, dissolved his power base and reduced his legacy to a forgotten nightmare. Only one scrap remains. Enclosed you will find the last of Rafari's possessions, a prize for skewering the fool Sith. You have earned it. Declaration of the Emperor's Will. It's a rank 2 gift. Oh, looks like I do have some armor rings and mods I could wear. Okay. I'll take them. Oh. I took them a bit too quickly. I just need to get some enhancements then at some point. We'll probably do that once we've finished here on Tatooine. Spend a quick moment shuffling these. Right, there we go. Let's get ourselves back. And for once we can enjoy the scenery. We actually have a bright blue sky. I'm quite sure Tatooine has 2 or 3 suns. I think it's 2, but don't quote me on that. But while we're here, I don't think we ever see nightfall, much like that scenic and picturesque view from Star Wars A New Hope. But yeah, we don't have the dull scenery of Dromund Kaas, and we don't have the neon lights of Nar Shaddaa. What was the scenery of Balmorra? Actually, there was a lot of energy shields in the sky, wasn't there? And a lot of anti-aircraft battery fire. That's right. So there's actually quite a few things you can do here in Mos Ela itself. I think I've just recently finished this entire planet with my bounty hunter. I'm kind of doing it bounty hunter first and then just catching up with Acera since she has a lot less to do here. As per my decision, basically. But I've lost my train of thought already. Yeah, I just recently left here. And I do know there's a lot of missions around this Mos Ela itself. I think they take up about 2 or 3 videos, in fact. It's a little bit crazy. But worth a lot of experience, a lot of basic commendations, and it involves a lot of story. So, yeah, this is where Jeef may be, and of course, as Sharak told us, there's a lot of exchange folks outside.
Miss me?
Let's see if there's a bonus for dealing with them. There is. Oh, nice. That killed him before I could. Again, I am a little bit rusty because I've been playing my bounty hunter so much. Pressurized coolant tank. Always fun if you want to freeze people. And we gained level 28 from that, so we did get a new passive, level 32 for the next one. Do we improve our skills in any way? We have Disable Droid. Shuts down the target droid, incapacitating it for 60 seconds. While disabled, the droid systems reboot, causing non-standard and non-weak droids to heal rapidly. Attacking the droid causes this ability to fail, basically, to end. It's very good for flashpoints, though. If you want to use it, at least.
The world is weeping, and the tears evaporate in the heat of our sins.
I think you mean from the heat of our suns, Isabeau.
No, child. There is a dark presence newly arrived on Tatooine.
Ah, Sith. You made it. The hostiles outside were no match for you, I see.
They tried to stop me. They failed.
Failure can be contagious, and hard to dispel once contracted. You are the Seeker Sharak spoke of. You wish to understand the Jedi's purpose in the lair of the Sand Demon.
You see it correctly.
My eyes may be aged and failing, but my mind sees.
Please, Isabeau, make haste. Tell my friend what you know. I will remain here after to hear your wisdom.
Fine. Gather close. Few are aware that Tatooine was once a place of positive Force energy. Jedi made pilgrimages here to renew and purify. The Sands speak of a ritual called the Demon's Blood. This is likely what the Jedi that Sharak witnessed was engaged in.
Explain this ritual.
The Demon's Blood. A Jedi seeking enlightenment would cover himself in fresh Sand Demon blood and enter the village of the Savage Ones. Cowering before the Demon Slayer, the Savage Ones would reveal the path to self-discovery and to that which the Slayer seeks.
According to Sharak, the Padawan did not slay the beast.
There must be another way to bathe in the beast's blood, but you'll have to discover that for yourself, if you care to. To know where this Jedi girl went, you'll have to perform the ritual yourself, and then see if the Savage Ones speak.
I appreciate your help and insights.
Step lightly on my desert. It has been through so much in its life.
Here are the coordinates you will need. After you face the Sand Demon, I will meet you at the Sand People compound. If the legend is true, and the Sand People have something to offer you, I wish to see it with my own eyes.
Okay then, we can choose some blaster pistols for our companions. We'll just take the commendations. Let's see, we've got Vet in our party and she has some customized ones right now. And actually we might as well leave ourselves in here. When we come back in the next video, we'll go in search of the Sand Demon's cave. And we'll probably find methods in which to bathe in its blood. I wonder what method I will choose as a dark side user. This of course has been AnthWolf for Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Acera, the Sith Marauder, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye now.